So coming into any comfortable seat, or if sitting is not comfortable, you can lie down. The point is not to look like a yogi. The point is to feel grounded and comfortable, active, but relaxed. Start to find your breath. Start to observe the sensations of your breath, not trying to breathe in any way that you think is right, but just noticing how your breath feels. Maybe tracing the path that it takes from the tip of your nose down into your lungs and belly. For those of us who practice yoga very much, finding that Ujjayi breath feels good because it gives us a sound to anchor to as well. You don't have to do that, but you may. Our focus for this week centers around the first of the Yamas in the 8 limbs of yoga, which has to do with nonviolence, with doing no harm. And it tells us that when we are in that place, that anyone who comes into contact with us can also do no harm. They lose that ability because the peace that comes from us is so great. And we start by finding peace with ourselves, kindness towards ourselves. Beginning with any points of contact you have with the surface beneath you. Be curious about what it feels like to allow yourself to be supported. And whether you're seated or reclined, start tracing skyward from those points of contact. Through the spine, through the heart space. Noticing if any place feels especially held or blocked. If any place feels especially open or relaxed. Not valuing one over the other, just noticing what's there. Those blocked places have probably arisen because your body is trying to protect you. Your body is exercising its love for you by keeping you safe. So if you find one of those spots, send your breath there as a way of thanking it, offering it gratitude. And maybe, a way of letting it know that you're here and you're going to step into the caregiver role. So it doesn't have to hold on quite so tight. And then notice if it talks back to you about that. That's just your ego. So let it know you're okay. You're safe. I got you. For these next few moments, I won't say anything. Instead, allow your inner guide, that part of you that has a greater intelligence, certainly than I do, to notice. Am I breathing? And if your mind wanders off, just say silently to yourself, that's not the breath, and come back. If you have to start again 1,000 times, you're doing it right. Breathing. Not breathing. Breathing. Not breathing. One of my teachers pointed out that this particular Yama, this particular guidance, doesn't say do good. It says don't do harm. The prana, the energy that moves through everything with which yoga is chiefly concerned, doesn't have a specific morality. That same teacher described it like a knife. A knife used to prepare your dinner, used to chop up vegetables for your meal, is doing good. A knife used to commit an act of violence is performing violence. But what if that act of violence is in self-defense? The knife is the same knife. It's doing harm. It's working for us. It's working to bring us closer to who we are. Or it's not. But the knife doesn't care. We can use our energy and our gifts to help, to harm, So what happens if you just drop in? Today, I will do no harm. Your mind might want to wander off in a million directions, imagining all the great things you're going to do. But instead, make no decision. Don't ask for a response. Just plant the seed. And then come back to your breath. And if your mind wanders off, that's not the breath. So come back. And now as we conclude our time together, release all of that. Maybe flutter your eyes open, take in the space around you as you return to all that is supporting you. I hope that I am among the things supporting you. I'd certainly like to be. Gathering your hands into prayer at heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest. The light that is in me bows to and honors the light that is in you. When I am in that space in me and you are in that space in you, we are one. Namaste.
If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and follow dailyflow.yoga.